Good morning, YouTube. It is 10 a.m. and I ended up dropping almost everything down to $0 on the Facebook Marketplace. And of course, everybody's like messaging me, "This ready? Is this available? Is this available?" And yeah, we're just giving away a bunch of stuff I think we have a couple of bikes and stuff, but yeah, people have already wanted most of it. I made $25 off of, there was an exercise thing that Mom had that I made $25 off of that. So I can at least give some money to John that's helping us tomorrow move everything. So I suppose I can try and do a quick transition update here in the room on the transition update couch, which tomorrow I am probably going to rip off these cushions and make pillows out of them later. So it's just probably the leather, or not, it's not leather, it's just the suede stuff. I'm going to make some stuff off of them. And pillows from, because this was Mom's bed forever. So, hey, might as well at least take the fabric and do something maybe later with them, you know? No real update as far as actual transition. I didn't make any therapy appointments or my endocrinologist appointment. I didn't make that either. I don't know why. There's just like this grief ball. I don't know what you call it, but it's at the pit of my stomach and I don't want to eat anything. I've been eating barely anything. Yesterday I just had chips and salsa. Today I haven't had anything. I was planning on making some sausage and this sausage things this morning, but I don't know. Like I said before, I'm supposed to meet Jessica, I think at 3 o'clock today. And then for that actual transition, about information about the actual transition of me moving instead of transgender transition, of me moving to her home in a room there. Dad went to K&L to go get something, so he should be back pretty soon. But at least we got to do a little bit of the transition update here. Other transition stuff, I don't know. I don't know much other trans stuff that's been happening for me. Currently Dad is, maybe I could sum up the week. We've just, my foot's been messed up for most of the week, and it's been really tough on me to do anything, especially walk. So I haven't been working for the last 3 or 4 days, and it's so frustrating. I want to work. I want to get money so that I can have stuff for Jessie and everything. And I have money saved, but every time I dip into savings, it sucks. But I don't know, I'm so tired. I've shown you bits and pieces of Jessica's house, but that's about it. A few with Jessica talking. I have a lot of stuff with Jessica on the vlog, not as much as I had with Mom, other than the original vlog, but not as much as I had with Mom. So yeah, I need to take a shower, and then first I'll make breakfast, then take a shower, and then I'll go to Jessie's. I don't know if I'm gonna eat lunch or not, or dinner. I don't know. I'm just so... The last time this happened to my foot was the day Mom passed away. So, man, I had a hard time because we ended up walking her from one end of the hospital to the other. Man, my foot was wrecked. And we were slowing mom down from getting to the emergency room. Man, I hated it. Dad just took down the thermostat I used to always look at. Looks like I don't have to be at Jessica's at 3 like I was supposed to, but whatever. I'm still gonna shower. I'm in the shower. Probably the last time I'm filming here. Anyway, see you in a little bit. It's officially my last night here in this house. Got Dad here and Mom. So for my last dinner, I think I'm gonna make a burrito in honor of Mom. We have an owl visiting us too, which is kind of weird. Here's the beans. We didn't have any garlic powder, so I just used my minced garlic. Maybe it'll be super garlicky. I hope not. I didn't put much in. Here we go. Let me move this closer. And here we are. Burrito. So I got to meet the buyers of the house today. And they were nice. There was a family of 4. They had a really small kid, which really reminded me of little man and my nephews when they were young. And I could only do anything. I could only smile at that poor little kid. And then they had like a teenager, a tween as well. They're gonna love this place. I really know it. They really are. I'm thinking of changing the vlog a little bit to be more energetic, to live life and bring you along with me. So we need to plan out some things where we can live life. At least once a day, we have to do something that just pushes, the envelope, pushing me to do things. I know I have limitations because of my feet, but we can try and find things where I don't have to, be, so mobile. I'm sure I can, ask ChatGPT to help me or something. That could help, finding activities that aren't, don't require too much walking or anything like that. Especially days like now where my foot is still really hard to walk on. So frustrating. I don't know how moving's gonna go tomorrow. At least I have John helping. Maybe for future transition updates, after I get the fabric from these, we can make pillows and then we can have the transition update pillow. Or, something like that. It would be a really good, homage to the couch, homage to Mom. Just something really nice, Something that doesn't require I really do anything big. I'd have to figure out how to make a a pillow. But, you know, it can't be that hard, can it? I don't really have a sewing machine or anything. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I've spent the better part of almost 2 months binge watching my old vlogs, and I started it just to try to catch glimpses of Mom. And believe me, I'm still doing that. I have only 2 videos left that are down the line that I haven't watched, that I need to watch. But along the way, I've just been kind of looking at the videos, looking at myself, and wondering, who the hell am I? What do I like? Who am I? Just what the hell? Because I don't think I know. I've been just existing for so long. That's why I think the living life thing is such a good idea. Because I don't know who I am. Sure, I like video games. I like tech. What else, though? Never tried makeup. I don't know, guys. I just... Who am I? Maybe some of my older viewers can jump in and help on this one. Who am I kidding? No one's gonna make it this far into the video. Maybe I should make my vlogs longer. Because it's a point where usually vlogs are 20 minutes long, and that's what people expect. And here I am with 5-minute, 3-minute vlogs. Might as well make them a short or something, you know? I followed another vlogger today too. But yeah, I want to find out who I am. Because I don't know. My life has been so bad lately because of Mom, my foot, and everything. I've been sort of begging for some relief, someone or something to end my existence. It's felt like torture, just breathing. I was talking about that thing in the pit of my stomach. It's just nausea and pain and crying and just so tired. You can only take so much suffering until you break, you know? Back in 2011, I think it was May of 2011, in the 20s, 26th or something like that, there was a girl that self-deleted. I guess that's what we say today. Anyways, I did a vlog on her, and I talked about how much I loved life and said that I could never do that. And I'm still halfway in the love life part and half not. So it's really, really tough for me because Mom was so much to me. I've been way too scared to hurt myself at all. I've never purposefully harmed myself other than, I think there was some point before I was transitioned that I would hit myself in the head, calling myself stupid. And that wasn't good. But after I transitioned, everything, I got a lot happier. And I'm glad for that. And the only other time that I was very wanting to hurt myself was when my ex broke up with me back in 2006. And I was heartbroken. We were together like for almost 3 years or so, and then I was like devoted, but it wasn't meant to be. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been able to, like hurt myself. I don't like pain. I already have so much pain already. I've lived through so much pain already. Just by being trans, it's like a mental anguish that you have to kind of live with if you have dysphoria, which I do. Well, kind of do still, but not much. If I do have any, it's very little. That and my foot, that I've wanted to die from because there's so much pain from that. I've been had so much pain from my foot that it took me, let's see, you can see here, let's see the door here. You can see the door goes all the way to the other door and the other end here. It would take me 5 to 10 minutes to walk that distance. That was before I got crutches, and I have crutches. They're gonna be going with me. But yeah, I've been through some crazy pain, and I've learned crazy patience. Before I had a lot of foot pain, I was doing a lot of stuff like electrolysis, going to my therapist. But the electrolysis appointments, I had to go in a car. It was an hour away just to get the electrolysis for my face. And after I did that, I was writing every single day. I was writing my first book. And I eventually got through it. And it was like 80,000 pages. And I started the second book and it got about 40,000 pages before I stopped. Never published the first book. The second book is very, very rough draft. Like, I think I caught up. So what I did is 11 Labs has this thing where you can just insert your book and then it'll read it to you. And it sounds pretty dang good compared to the old, TTS or whatever the old, text to speech. It's a lot more advanced compared to back then. But I listened to it recently and I did some major edits because I had some inappropriate stuff in there. I don't know. I fixed it though. Now it's coming along. I still haven't done this in a long time. It's been like a year. Mom was still. It was probably the summer of last year, and yeah, so I started doing that edit for my book. And I kept hitting these parts where my editor, she would, every single thing I did kind of felt like it devastated her. Like, I can't believe this is how you're doing this and you're not. Yeah, I don't know. But I think my book would probably do better to be out now than it was those few years ago. Well, maybe they probably won't do as good. I think there's a lot more hate today towards trans people. It's not good. My dad gave me a pretty much empty bottle of my mom's perfume. And I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm just gonna save it. I'm not gonna use the rest of what's in there. I'm gonna buy another jar of it, or whatever it's called, spray bottle. I'm gonna buy one of those, and then that's another thing. I've never, chosen my own perfume. I think I had a cologne that was like a 99-cent store cologne when I was a guy. And it was so, I don't know how it smelled. It was just weird. But yeah, it'd be nice to, maybe I should go to Sephora and find a cologne, or not cologne, but a perfume that I like. I don't know. Or maybe I want to buy a full bottle of mom's perfume just so I can spray it every once in a while on maybe a jacket or I don't know what. Just to, smell mom again, because she was the only person I've ever, smelled that wore that perfume. It has to be popular because they still sell it, but I'm pretty much just heartbroken because of mom. And I don't know what to do. That's why I want to do these new videos of trying to figure out the things that I love. Or I was thinking of calling them videos Living with Kate or something like that. Maybe change the vlog name. I don't know. The old Miss Reclusivity is, I don't know if that's an attractive name. But Living with Kate or something like that. I'm going to have to see if someone else is using that, but I thought it sounds good. It rings well off the tongue. And it could do well, especially, like I gotta live. I think mom would want me to live. To really live. I'm not talking about just meander through life, but live. Find things I love. Run, dance, jump. Even though my foot hurts, just find something that is me, something that's truly me. Live. I've sat and babbled all day, your ear off or whatever, but I'm gonna give my foot a rest because it's still down there. I don't think you can see it, but it's still down there and hurting. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great night.